Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so today I do have an interesting champion showcase for you. It is going to be Quicksilver, rank 5 Quicksilver at that. And first we're going to start off with some more common stuff, Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, stuff like that. And then we're going to go into the Battlegrounds matchups. I also hope to learn quite a bit from these clips myself, because Quicksilver is one of those champions that's clearly good and capable, but you do need to be comfortable with him. So this first match is going to be with recoil on, just to increase the whiplash damage. Quicksilver is kind of similar to Longshot in a sense that he gets a massive damage boost from Liquid Courage Double Edge, and it's awesome and it's fun to showcase in videos, but it's really impractical to run. Therefore, obviously, almost all of the Battlegrounds fights are going to be without recoil and stuff like that, just because Quicksilver is great at what he does with Liquid Courage Double Edge. It's just that you're going to lose a lot of health. So yeah, in most cases, you do not want to run Liquid Courage Double Edge with Quicksilver. But here we go. So he's building up his charges, and at the same time, obviously, he's building up his momentum. You do want to enter terminal velocity by the time you activate your level 2, because that will let you double up on your whiplashes. And if you are still below 50, then they will not yet detonate, and you will be able to capitalize on the attack increase from your level 1. That is kind of the trick with Quicksilver to increase his damage, is to make sure that you do detonate your whiplash charges during the level 1, as you can see here, and that was over 400k damage there. And it's a lot of hits, but the fight itself was relatively brief. It was only like minute 20 or something like that. Obviously, he's not the fastest champ. And now we're going to have fight with class advantage. And here we can see that in 2 fights, he's basically lost 2/3 of his health. So yeah, Quicksilver is definitely not ideal to be run with recoil, but I do want to take a look at this fight speed and detonation, because this should be quite quick, because the first fight was with class disadvantage. Now we do have class advantage though, and that's definitely going to be quite significant change here. So he just refreshes them in time, and let's see, we have 12 only 12. He's basically straight up just built. He's trying to get out that special. He's building up his charges as well. He finally gets that out. He drops his heavy attack to punish. Now he's at 700 some charges. Sweet. 16 whiplashes. He's gonna get in quickly to terminal velocity, which has happened now. Now he can go for level 2. And let's see what's gonna happen here. He has 32. That's not such a huge amount. And even with his mega combo, keep in mind that Quicksilver's combo is basically like times 2.5. And here we have 40 charges detonate, and that is enough to destroy this Realm of Legends champion. Now here's going to be a very quick 1.5 million detonation in Labyrinth of Legends against Star-Lord. So you're going to see how that is going to work out. So here, obviously, he has dropped his level 3. Sweet. There are 55 whiplashes at play here. He needed to bait out at level 2. So keep in mind that Star-Lord's health is 3.4 million nearly, 3.37, 3.38 million. Now he's going to go for a level 2 in just a second. So this is going to be almost as good of a detonation as you can get with Quicksilver. Okay, so we have 86 charges. Sweet. He's going in for another combo, getting up to 96 charges. And double that up, 192. Sweet. And now he needs to make sure that they are detonating. 199 charges. Took away 1.5 million health. That is quite crazy amount of damage. Right, let's go back to normal here. We're going to have no recoil, and this is effectively a shorter Battlegrounds fight. So this is as simple of a fight as we can have against Deadpool, and this is kind of like a mid to smaller Battlegrounds health pool. It's 160 some K. So let's see what is going to be the rotation that he goes with. He's likely going to be building up to his level 2. So he's not bothering to build up any momentum here at all. He's just being super aggressive, getting in as many whiplashes as he can. And builds up to level 2. It is 65 hits on combo meter, but it is just level 2 that he has thrown here. So that detonates, and the Deadpool's dead. So how long was this entire video recording? It is 48 seconds. That's not too bad. Obviously, being a rank 5-6 star, that's not the greatest either. I accidentally double downloaded this clip, but here we go. So now we have a bunch of Battlegrounds fights in different matchups. So obviously against Dr. Doom, Quicksilver is quite good. The resist there kind of almost screwed him up, but one of the cool things about Quicksilver's heavy attack is that it's faster than most, and you can actually safely intercept and charge heavy attacks from distance with Quicksilver, because you will be able to connect your heavy attack basically. And now this is the current victory track meta with Conflictor, so obviously you do need to be careful of that, but Quicksilver's Withers are perfectly capable of mitigating the Conflictor, and the fact that he inflicts debuffs on his base combos kind of help get rid of that whole Conflictor thing as well. And now he just goes for his level 2, doesn't do too much damage, but he does have 23 charges active there. He has all of 6 his Withers active. Subs in a Striker and goes for 31. I think at this point, it probably is already an overkill, but fair enough. Will he just detonate them? Nope, he's building up for another level 2, so he's going for 2 level 2s to destroy that Doom. Now he has a detonation of 111k, and that is more 79 seconds. Not the best, not the worst, but let's take a look at the next fight. I do want to see, how quick he can potentially do some of these fights, because I do think if you are very good with Quicksilver, you can likely, have a relatively quick fight. Not going to be Hitmonkey type of stuff or Ghost, but for a Science Champion, that is often used to take on some of the tougher Mystic Champions, that are extremely heavy and bulky. I don't think he does it, too slowly or too poorly. At the same time, obviously, we know that currently primary use for Quicksilver for most people is as a defender in specific metas, because he can be quite tricky and finicky to fight against. But here we can see that he's going up against Sasquatch. So Sasquatch has entered Wrath of Tenerak, which is fair play. And he gets in a nice intercept there. He goes for his level 2. Also, that level 2 does a ton of damage because of the fury that he gets in this case. So this is definitely a node helping him out quite a bit. And here we had the detonation that nearly finished. Had that finished though, Sasquatch down in 60 seconds would have been very, very, very impressive. Still not bad. 70 seconds Sasquatch kill. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's take a look at Quicksilver against infamous Iron Man. So here we go. He gets his heavy attack in. He is going to build up some momentum there. There we go. But unfortunately, that slow got eaten up by Conflictor. That was a consequence of poor timing there, unfortunately. Still, he's doing quite well. He has built up 500 momentum, 15 whiplash charges. He has 6 of his Withers active as well. So every time he triggers the powers, Conflictor, then that means that obviously he's reversing power gain and is actually power draining. Okay. Let's see what happens here. And that's a nice explosion. And infamous Iron Man going down in very, very quick time. Let's take a look at the next match. And we have another Dr. Doom. Didn't we watch this one? No, we did not. So first Dr. Doom fight that we watched, I think it was 79 seconds. I do want to see if he can do it faster. 79 seconds for Dr. Doom, is workable, but it's definitely not the best score. Especially when I have champions like Juggernaut that can run through this guy in 40 seconds. I'm just saying, Juggernaut's awesome. Okay, so he baits out level 2, sweet, awaits everything, gets 5 of his Withers active at the same time. He has only 3 whiplashes here, so he hasn't gotten the luckiest with his RNG, but obviously, it kind of evens out over time. Now he is at 13, 14, 15. There we go. He has triggered Conflictor, so he also power drained the Dr. Doom, and this is much better. This is such a good takedown, actually, of the Dr. Doom. In that matter, 49 seconds. That is very solid. That is very solid kill. What is this? Sasquatch fight. We already had one, but I do believe this one's quicker. Let's see what time it takes. But we do have some bit more interesting matchups as well here, including Spot. And I would have never thought that Quicksilver will do well against Spot, but we do have a Spot showcase here from Jason. Come on. Just trying to bait out that special, but Sasquatch did not want to throw it. And let's see how this is going to work out. So now Sasquatch has entered the Wrath of Tanorak, but because of slow, obviously, he doesn't go unstoppable. Now he drops a level 2. That was a nice level 2 with a quite a decent amount of burst there as well. Sasquatch is down to 10% of his health. Regen is being heavily mitigated by the debuffs that are active, and he just goes in for the kill. This Sasquatch kill was exactly 60 seconds. Much, much better. Okay, now Man-Thing. Again, cool thing about Quicksilver in Mystic matchups is that he doesn't get the precision from Dexing. Now, against champions like Mojo and Man-Thing, if the fight doesn't go well, obviously you still get the buffs placed on you and therefore by extension, poisoned against Man-Thing. But it is much easier to deal with stuff like Mystic Dispersion with Quicksilver because of the withers, obviously, but also because of the fact that you do not get the precision active on yourself. And because you do not get precision active on yourself, you do not trigger Mystic Dispersion, means less special attacks, and means less buffs and debuffs, for instance, in Man-Thing fight here. So here we go. He has no withers active at the moment, though, unfortunately, so he has to deal with the full-on power of Conflict, and now he gets a couple of them that should help him mitigate that relatively significantly, to a point he has still only had 1 poison placed on him, and obviously here comes the detonation. Basically just build up straight to level 2, and 56 seconds. 56 seconds, Man-Thing, not bad. Let's see the next match here, and this is against Spidey. Obviously Spidey is a bit of a problem recently on defense in specific situations, matchups. If you kind of get used to fighting Spidey, he's not that bad, but let's see if he times everything correctly here, because obviously Quicksilver, if he gets slow on his opponent, he bypasses miss. So then you do not have to worry about landing your mediums against this Spidey and stuff like that. So that is quite useful. It's quite nice. And then past this point, once his slow is active and he does not have to worry about missing, the tiny health pool that the Spider-Man has lets him finish this fight in 48 seconds. And he outsped an Archangel. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, if you see a rank 5 Quicksilver, you probably want to get that guy banned in most cases. So, another Dr. Doom fight. I'm not going to be showing that, but here we have a Gallon one. Now, this is going to be quite interesting. We have a Quicksilver off there. Quicksilver against Sasquatch and Quicksilver against Gallon. Can be quite interesting. Let's see what happens there. So he's trying to get some withers. So he's got a couple of withers active there, but they are about to fall off, unfortunately. And let's see where this goes. So Gallon activates first level 1. He can activate 1 more level 1. And now Jason absolutely must knock down the Galen with the special attack before Galen drops another, because then otherwise he's going to get detonated. So that whole dancing about thing kind of took a while there, but Galen is still at 80 charges. Now Jason's going in for a nice level 2. That detonation isn't too bad. And now he takes that in the block, and now he just needs to finish off last 17% of the health. That is a very neat fight. I actually like this one. You know, very controlled, very cautious. And there we go. Level 1 and a burst, and Sasquatch there ain't down yet. Very well. And the final match that I wanted to see is against Spot. Now, it's kind of funny, and I wanted to include this fight here because, as we know, Spot can absolutely destroy Quicksilver because of Quicksilver's multi-hit combo. If you block well enough and then just like drop a heavy attack on level 1, basically Quicksilver is immediately dead. However, it's kind of interesting to see this matchup in reverse, because Spot is one of those champions that is giving quite a lot of trouble to a lot of people, including me. Now he's just hitting that block. We can see that Spot is ready to go into his untouchable. He has 7 charges. So he has triggered untouchable and he just goes the hell with it. He gets raptures placed on himself. He has 15 raptures here. He does a very decent amount of burst. Not bad. Obviously, he's taking some rapture damage. Not the highest one, but with the detonation, it didn't go too bad, to be honest. Now he yet again has retriggered the untouchable, but obviously the fight's almost over. And yeah, it did not go too bad. 63 seconds against Spot in Conflictor meta. Not too bad, I would say. So that has been an offensive Quicksilver showcase. Obviously, Quicksilver has more redeeming factors than just what you saw in this video. Very big reason why Quicksilver is as popular and is often ranked is the fact that he has one of the highest prestiges in the game. And then on top of it all, he can also be quite a troublesome defender. But I do think that, especially in recent couple of months, people have moved away from Quicksilver as an offensive champion. But as we see here, even in Battlegrounds, he can definitely put in work on attack as well. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information